Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm at work right now, and I'm just sitting here stressed out my mind how simple-minded our brothers and sisters is. I mean, simple-minded. Yeah, my office is junky. I fix a lot of stuff. I got some plant stuff. But, yeah, I'm stressed out my mind. Our brothers are really simple, man. I've been telling them. Y'all need to get these history books and look up our history. Look up the history of America, starting with the first book, which would be volume 1. It tells you when they came here, the people they found here, and they call them copper-colored races. They have drawings and all. It's a guy on YouTube, 432 Drop or something like that. He got a lot of information. All you brothers that's running around talking about Israel over there is our land, that's a lie. That is not Israel. This is why the Most High is judging all that land. If you read the scriptures, he said he's going to utterly destroy their land. This is why he's over there judging it. Then y'all say the white man is Esau. The white man is not Esau. The white man is a heathen. I tell you in Deuteronomy 28, I'm going to send a people to you whom you nor your father have known, a people of fierce countenance. It says you or your father have known. We always known Esau. And my problem is this. If you read the book of Jasher, it tells you Esau came out fully grown. Now, how can you judge if a man grown? He has hair everywhere. This is what they're telling you when Esau was born, red all over like a hairy garment. He has red hair. Y'all brothers are deceived. King James was colored, yes. He's an Edomite. King James came here in 1603. He wrote the Bible in 1611. Do the math. Y'all really need to start looking into other books, history books, things of that nature. There's a lot of pieces that y'all do not have. Y'all don't realize it's so much stuff y'all don't know. Egypt was here in America. They are right now digging up Egyptian remnants in the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon was the river Euphrates. That's where those fallen angels are right now. That's why it's dried up. The scripture says that. The river Euphrates will be dried up. I don't know what y'all reading, but the problem is y'all staying stuck in the Bible. If King James came here and he wrote the Bible, and it's true that he was an Edomite, do you really think, even if he was a heathen, you really think he's going to make that accurate? No. They're not going to make it accurate. They're going to deceive you. And you brothers you're not understanding. Everything is, y'all have everything backwards. Y'all are literally coveting another person's land, which is a sin, and you know it. Think about it. How they get us to America. You explain to me how they stuff 500 people under a boat like sardines. And you telling me they were peeing and pooping all over each other and having babies and bleeding. I do plumbing. You ever been in a basement when a sewage pipe crack open and feces everywhere? You cannot breathe that stuff. It's like ammonia. It will kill you. It's no way they did that. And then you answer me this. If they stuffed us under a boat like sardines, and it only take 20 men to run a sailboat, and at that time they had muskets and swords, which take almost 2 minutes to load a musket, and you got 500 black people under a boat, nobody took over, nobody fought back. But you tell me this, where did they store the food and water at? Answer that question. Where did they store the food and water? Think about that. Even if it took a month to get here, that's a lot of water, buddy. Y'all need to use your brains. We were here. We are prisoners of war. This is why they changed your nationality to Negro Black. They passed a law in 1829 stating that we could not call ourselves by our indigenous names. And if you did, you would be hung by the neck. They had us teach these heathens how to grow crops and everything. Martin Luther King tell you that. He said you're a prisoner in your own land. Y'all brothers not paying attention, man. Y'all just in the Bible and that's it. You gotta realize those stories are made up. Well, not all of them, but the story of Jesus is totally made up, because if you sit back and you cross-examine Mark with Matthew, Matthew with Luke, Luke with Paul, everybody lying on everybody. I know Matthew say that Jesus is 20 generations from David, and then Luke says Jesus is 48 generations from David. They can't even make their mind up. So y'all need to really use your brain. And then if y'all been reading the scriptures, y'all would know in Jeremiah it says David will be our king. In Ezekiel it says David will be our king. So I don't understand how you keep getting a Yahweh, Yahushua, and whoever else when it says David will be our king. And it tells you in Ezekiel he will raise him up from amongst us. Not he's coming on a cloud and all that. The only person that's coming to save us is the Most High. That's why he keeps saying, I will save you. I will. If he sends somebody, that means he's not physically doing it. He's sending. Use your brains, man. Y'all not thinking, man. Seriously. Brothers ain't thinking, man. Y'all not sitting down and y'all not tearing stuff down and looking at it and cross-examining one person's depiction of something to another. If you really sit back and start dissecting the New Testament, you will see so many holes and leaks and all types of stuff in there. You got to realize Jesus tell you to eat his flesh and drink his blood. But you know in Genesis, the Most High says you are not to drink blood or eat human flesh. Y'all know that? What are y'all talking about? Come on, man. Play catch up, man. And then if you had a brain, what did the Most High say? Bid the children of Israel to wear fringes and a border of blue at the edge of all their garments. Duh. Ain't that what the indigenous people wore? I wish I could post some pictures onto here, because I don't know how to do it. But if I could, I got plenty of pictures of old indigenous people, and they are not Mongoloid, Asiatic. They are dark, copper colored. Y'all brothers better wake up, man. America is the promised land. Utah is the land of Judah. Go on the Google map. Every mountain, valley, and body of water Moses crossed is in Utah. Y'all brothers really better open your eyes and come from under these heathens' thumb. Y'all still learning from these white Jews. That's what y'all doing. That dust pile over there is not our land. And if you read Genesis, it says Ham had the hot regions, Japhet had the cold, and Shem had the hot and cold. Use your brains. Where is the hot at? Africa. Where's the cold? Europe. Where is the hot and cold? The Americas. South. Mexico. We have weather changes. Use your brain, man. Come on. Shalom, man.